Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 210 of Trivial Warfare. My name is Jonathan, and before we get today's show started, want you to know that I just spent all week in Orlando at Podfest Multimedia Expo. Podfest is one of the premier podcasting conferences in the world, and I go every year. But because I was there all week, meeting people and spending time and learning and all that other stuff, I wasn't able to edit a brand new recording. We do have some recordings already recorded, but I wasn't able to edit this week, so I had already pre-edited this episode. This was originally recorded as a bonus, and it is the year in review episode for 2018. Very good episode, very fun, and I am excited to share it with you now. We will have a standard episode back on the slate with 211 next week. Until then, I hope you enjoy. Ciao.
Recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Chris.
Yo, we going down to Sesame Street.
That's your impression of hardcore rap?
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in this. Oh my God.
You were like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan, and this is a bonus episode. This is where we see just exactly how much we remember when the fog of the hangover has lifted. When all of the stress of our lives is gone in the past and we live now in the present for this one shining moment in time, we're going to find out just exactly how much we remember from the year 2018. This is our year in review bonus episode, and I am joined today by 5 fantastic guests. We're going to start with Mr. Rob Cotter. Hello, Rob.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Man, it's good to see you. We also have another Rob. We have, Chris will beat me up if I don't say this right. Hold on. We have prolific trivia writer Rob Worman in the house. Hello, prolific trivia writer Rob Worman.
Hello, Jonathan. It's an honor to be here.
It is good to have you, my friend. We have the fantastic Lindsey Henry in the house. Hello, Lindsey.
Hello.
Oh, it's so good to have you. We have the effervescent and like resistant to cold Stacey McPeek. Hello, Stacey.
I thought I was just going to get effervescent, and I was like, wow, that is a real adjective.
Effervescent is one of my favorite words. I'm not going to lie. I love it.
I'll take it.
And we also have the effervescent David Livasy in the house.
I'm also effervescent?
Yeah, you are also effervescent, no doubt about it. So let's get to know everybody just a little bit better. A lot of you have been on before, which is awesome. Rob Cotter, we're going to start with you, my man. Remind everybody where you're from, what you do, and give me a little bit of love here.
I got some love for you. My name is Rob Cotter. I am currently residing in Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been living here for about 7 years now, in my new house. If you have noticed.
Congratulations.
Yes. I've been here for 6 months. It's been a crazy 6 months.
Love it.
But yeah, 2018 was a good 2018. Hang on, I'm a little warm in my Patriots jersey. Hang on, let me take this off real quick. Hang on.
Hey, keep your clothes on.
No, hang on. Oh, this Red Sox shirt's so much more comfortable.
Oh, jeez, this is... You literally took off a Patriots jersey and had a Red Sox jersey underneath.
So nice.
Okay, you are the biggest tool. Oh, my God.
All this stuff you talk about Boston, I had to get you back. I had to.
You think that did it?
It felt good.
Yeah,
It felt
I'll
good.
give you that. It does feel good. Hey, the whole world cringed at that playoff game recently. So we got that. All right. So it's great to have you here. Mr. Rob Worman, remind everybody where you're from, what you do, and say something, whatever you want. Give me 10 minutes of interesting. Go. No, 10 seconds
I'll give
of
you
interesting.
10 seconds of interesting. How's that? Rob
Yep.
Worman. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the second coldest place represented on this show. I am a computer programmer / project manager by day, and by night I study for Jeopardy.
That's not even a joke. By the way, I'd have to say it's the third coldest place because you forgot to count my cold dead heart, which is exactly 0 Kelvin. Well, maybe 1 Kelvin. I don't want to end the world. Lindsay, tell everybody.
Yes.
You're the newbie, so I need for you to really introduce yourself. Tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and tell me something interesting about yourself.
Yes. So I'm Lindsey Henry, and I live in Austin, Texas. I just moved here this past summer, and I am a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, love it. Your son's in kindergarten, right?
He is a
Jonathan?
6-year-old in kindergarten. Actually,
That is
tomorrow is the
awesome.
100th day.
Yay!
I
Mine's
stuck-
next week.
So we last night we got together. We went to Michael's and we bought a hat and a bunch of googly eyes, and we put 100 googly eyes on his hat that he's going to wear to school tomorrow to celebrate his 100th day.
That is perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
Can't wait. That's awesome. And I am a Jeopardy alum. I was on the 2017 teachers tournament. There we go. Where I kind of lost, but it's all good. It brought me here to Trivial Warfare, so I cannot complain one bit.
We all aspire to greater things, and now you've accomplished one, which is great. I'm glad.
Yeah.
No, it's fabulous.
It was awesome.
All right, I'm so happy to have you here. You've been somebody that I've seen and I've enjoyed hanging out with you online, and so to get you on the show for the first time, I'm really excited about it.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh yeah, well don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
You're no doubt you're at least one of the top 5 smartest people on this show.
Perfect.
No doubt about it. All right, Stacey McPeek, one of our oldest friends. Gosh, you've been with us for so long. We're so glad you're still here. Remind everybody where you're from, what you do, and give us 10 seconds of awesome Stacey.
10 seconds of awesome, Stacey. Well, I am Stacey McPeek, and I currently live in Regina, Saskatchewan, although I'm from a little bit north up here. Awesome, Stacey. Well, as I was telling you guys before, on my walk home from work, I didn't walk home because my friend gave me a ride, but when I was about to walk, it was minus 30 degrees Celsius here, and it's supposed to get minus 40 overnight. So that's awesome.
That sounds like the worst thing I've ever. I mean, I've seen like really sad stories before, but have you ever seen those like write a story in 6 words? That could be one of them. Like, it's going to be minus 40. End of.
But I mean, it is the true meaning of awesome, right? I mean, it's pretty crazy that we live here in the bitter cold.
I bet you guys find some awesome ways to have fun with that much cold. I bet you.
I feel so.
I bet you do. All right. Well, hey, and last but not least, bottom right-hand corner of my screen, Mr. David Livasy, the General. Whenever, you know what's funny, David? Whenever I see advertisements for the General, like insurance advertisements, I always think of you. Like every time.
Visit the General and save some time.
Yeah, no doubt. So, David, remind everybody where you're from, what you do, and what makes you awesome.
So I am in Austin, Texas, but I'm not in the same house as Lindsay. So we are separate right now. She would not let me cheat off her papers.
And
So
her husband was not down for that either. Yeah, no.
here we are.
Yeah.
So I am a petroleum engineer. I work for an oil company, finding oil and trying to produce it safely and economically for people to consume.
Love it. Well, welcome everybody. So excited to have you here for this bonus episode, and I'm going to turn it over to Rob for most of the game here. I'm going to sit back and just enjoy your company. Rob, it is time for a little game I like to call Warm It Up, Rob.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today, and there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA, and that's Chris. And sometimes, Jonathan,
Alrighty, your warming up is this. This year had its fair share of outlandish headlines, some of which too odd to think they weren't written by the comedy news site The Onion. I want you to tell me if this headline is real or from The Onion. I want to thank the Reddit subreddit. I want to thank the subreddit Not The Onion for giving me some of these.
I love this.
So, Rob, I'm going to start with you. You're in my upper left, so I'm going to start clockwise for here. First one. Somalia militant group Al-Shahab announces ban on single-use plastic bags.
You said Shahab. I think you meant Shabab.
Yes.
But I'm going to go with true.
That is a real headline. All right, Lindsay. Florida House declares porn a public health risk shortly after denying assault rifle ban.
Okay. Was not expecting that. I'll say Onion headline.
That is a real headline.
Okay.
Oh!
Stacey, I'm going to go with you next.
Sure.
Elon Musk offering $1.2 billion in grants to any project that promises to make him feel complete.
Oh my
That
God.
sounds like an Onion headline.
I hope
That
that's
is
real.
an Onion headline.
Oh, I want that to be real. Oh my God. At the end of the project, he could say, "You complete me."
All right, David. Sean Spicer says Oprah Winfrey doesn't have the political experience to be president.
Wow, I mean, I could see him saying that. So let's go ahead and say it's a real headline.
It is a real headline. All right, I got 3 rounds of these. Rob, we'll go back to you. Dog who successfully detected cancer in owner put down for practicing medicine without a license.
Wow. That's got to be fake. That's Onion.
That's Onion.
Oh.
That is Onion.
I wish that was real, and it, like, put down could have meant like insulted. See, that could have been real, and that would have been amazing.
Lindsay. Teen suspended from high school after her anti-bullying video hurts principal's feelings.
I'm going to say real.
That is real.
Oh my
That
God,
is real.
that is so quality.
Wow.
Yes.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Stacey.
Okay.
Halfway through this. Trump claims he can overrule Constitution with executive order because of little known, quote unquote, no one will stop me loophole.
Anything with Trump, I'm going to say is true. So I think that's a real headline.
That is actually an Onion headline.
Oh, thank
Really?
God. Thank God.
Oh, yeah.
David. National Geographic hires Jeff Goldblum to walk around being professionally fascinated by things.
Oh my God, I would pay for that. I don't think it's real though. I think it's an Onion headline.
I think it's real.
That is real.
Yes.
What?
It could be a
that is
TV
real.
show. Jeff Goldblum goes up to stuff. He's like, "Really? Tell me more. This is so interesting." Oh, you'd watch it. You'd watch it.
I would totally watch it.
Yep.
All right. One more round. Rob.
Ready.
Reddit CEO tells users we are not the thought police, then suspends that user.
That's absolutely true.
That is absolutely true.
Oh, show.
Lindsay.
Yes.
El Chapo promises not to kill any jurors from upcoming federal trial.
All right, Texas.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say Onion.
That's a real headline.
Oh my God! Oh, that's such a creepy.
Sadly real.
Oh yeah.
Sean Penn talked to him about
That
it.
was
All
that,
right.
Oh,
that was my favorite
I
one of
forgot
all.
about
of them.
that.
Oh man.
Okay.
2 more left. Stacy. Golden Retriever mauls 5 in huge victory for Pitbull apologists.
I've had 2 Onion headlines, so I'm going to say it's a third.
That is an Onion headline.
Oh God.
Lastly, David.
Hit me.
Former Barney the Dinosaur actor now works as a controversial tantric sex guru.
Oh, geez.
I love you.
That's
you
one of those ones that's like,
love me.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those ones it's too crazy not to be true. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's true.
It is real. Jonathan, you gotta keep singing the song. You gotta keep singing the song on there. It's I love you, you love me. Each session is $3.50. All right, Jonathan, I got one for you. I kept one extra just for you.
Oh.
Macaulay Culkin to legally change his middle name to Macaulay Culkin.
His name would become Macaulay Culkin. Is that how it would go? Does anybody hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I hear you.
I'm asking Rob. Is that how it would go?
Macaulay Culkin to legally change his middle name to Macaulay Culkin.
You know what? Sure. Real.
It is real.
Yes.
Too crazy to not be.
Macaulay Culkin. Of course it is.
That's your warming up.
Oh, fantastic job. Well done, Rob. So today's game, it's going to be a doozy. It is a mono, womano. I don't know what is mono even a word? Where does mono come from?
It's hand, not man.
It's hands?
Yeah.
Hand to hand?
Mono. Yeah.
Mono y mono means hand to hand?
That's right.
Oh, I feel like my whole life has been a lie. Wow. Okay, so it's mono y mono. 4 people will enter the Thunderdome. Only one will remain at the end. It is David versus Rob versus Lindsey versus Stacey. Rob Cotter will be hosting. And it is time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
All right. I want to thank Carmela for giving me my inspiration for the flow of tonight's game. She's awesome at doing these flow trivias, so I went ahead and copied her because she's so good at it. Question number 1 for round number 1. First things first. Who became the first woman of color to headline the Coachella Music Festival this past April?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Me too.
Is that everybody?
Thanks, everybody.
All right, Rob, you were the last one to answer, so why don't you go first?
With little confidence, I'm saying Rihanna.
David, you're next.
H-Town Beyonce.
Stacey.
I also have Beyonce.
And Lindsey.
Make that 3 for Beyonce.
All right. Rob,
the correct answer. Jonathan, you want to hinder your guesses in here?
No. I'm not even going to do it.
Okay. Beyonce is the correct answer.
Well done, everybody. Except for Rob. Oh, poor Rob. Oh. It's all right. That's only the first question.
They just get worse from here. Question number 2. Not so Queen Bee is the category. Meghan Markle married Prince Harry this past year, receiving thousands of congratulatory letters. What is her royal title?
I'm locked in.
I'm also locked in.
That's 3.
All right. Rob, you can talk it out.
I'm last. Duchess of something. Duchess of Oxford. Duchess of York. Duchess of Hammer Time. Duchess of York is what I've written down and circled.
You said Duchess of York?
York. Y-O-R-K.
All right. Stacey.
First I was writing down Duchess of Cambridge, and then I was like, no, that's not right. I think it's Duchess of Sussex.
Ooh, David.
I also went with Duchess of Sussex.
And Lindsey.
Again, make it 3. Duchess of Sussex.
Oh, my goodness. It's a rhyme, too. Duchess of Sussex. All right, Rob, what is the real answer?
From Suits to Sussex. She is now the Duchess of Sussex.
Oh, my goodness. That's not easy to say. And question number 3.
Inbox full. What company became the world's first public company to achieve a market capitalization of $1 trillion?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right, Lindsey.
I had just locked in as soon as everyone else said it too. So I think it's Apple. That's what I wrote down and circled.
Stacey?
I also have Apple, and I think Amazon did it like a couple weeks later. But Apple's my answer.
David?
Take a bite out of it. I said Apple.
And Rob?
Apple.
Everybody says Apple.
Everyone said Apple, and everyone is correct. It is Apple. Amazon did do it a couple weeks later. Apple is your correct answer.
All right. After the end of the first round, 30-30, David, Lindsey, and Stacey got everything right in the first round. Rob has 10. 30-10. Round 2.
Round 2. Question number 1, checking missed calls. After a tirade against the head official, Serena Williams was given a game misconduct, resulting in the forfeiture of a full game in the U.S. Open women's tennis final. Representing her country, and especially her birthplace, who won that match?
Locked in.
Wow. So David and Stacey both locked in immediately?
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
We just need her name. I guess clarification. We just need her name. We don't have to say the country.
I just need at least her last name.
Yeah, okay,
Sure.
thanks.
All right, I'm locked in.
And I don't know if you heard me. I'm locked in.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you. Okay, well, Lindsey, go ahead. What were you thinking?
I honestly don't know. And I feel so bad because I know David loves tennis and I should have studied it more, which is why he knew this right away. I put Maria Sharapova. I have no idea. I just took a guess.
See, you guys are teammates. You don't have to study tennis because David is there. No, you focus on your strengths.
100% of the time, the only thing I ever know at trivia for sports is like tennis or something like historical. Other than that, she knows like everything else. So,
all right, Rob.
I went with Margaret Court.
oh, Jesus!
Tell me you didn't do that. Tell me that's a joke.
No,
My heart.
I did.
You did? Oh, no.
I did. 100% serious. I can tell you what Serena was wearing, but I don't remember who she was playing.
All right, David.
So it was super sad because when she won, people were booing because they say they were booing this, the ref who made the call and stuff. But this girl, she's so demure. She's so and it's the culture. She's from Japan. And so the culture is basically to be apologetic as much as possible, pretty much. I went to Japan. I saw it happen. So Naomi Osaka, she won. And then as she was giving her speech, she just broke down in tears. And it was like the saddest thing you'd ever heard. Like she was apologizing for beating Serena Williams. And it was the saddest thing. The girl was outplaying Serena hands down. Like no one would ever argue that she wasn't, but like it's always going to be Naomi Osaka won and then asterisks, but this also happened.
Wow. So. Stacey?
So I also have Osaka, and she's also half Asian, right?
She is.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure it's the right person.
All right, Rob.
Born in Osaka, Japan, your correct answer is Naomi Osaka.
Nice. Good job, you two. All right, question 2.
Question number 2 is, oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Marvel released the snap on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, devastating half. What was the final Infinity Stone that Thanos retrieved, and from whom?
Sorry, what?
Marvel released the snap on the Marvel Cinematic Universe this past year, devastating half of everything. What was the final Infinity Stone that Thanos retrieved, and from whom?
I'm locked in.
If I was playing, I would be locked in. Finally. Okay, so let's. Who locked in last?
I did.
All right, Lindsey. Did you talk it out?
I've not.
Okay, well let's talk about it. What's up? How you doing?
So it's been a while since this movie came out, and I only saw it once, and I don't really remember a whole lot about it, and I didn't study it. So I'm just gonna say it's the Life Stone. That might be one of them. I don't know. And Captain America.
All right, he stole the Life Stone from Captain America. That villain.
Sure.
How dare he? All right, Stacey.
I wrote down, I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it.
She is objecting over a principle here, and I respect that.
It's an Arrested Development reference. I'm not a total asshole.
I made a terrible mistake.
Rob.
Yes. I had a little trouble remembering. Was it the green one or the yellow one that he got last? I think it was the yellow one, which would be the Mind Stone. And if I'm right, then he got it from Vision.
And David.
Yep, Rob is on the right track. So green, which is the Time Stone that he got from Doctor Strange, was the second to last, and then he got Vision. They were trying to pull it from his forehead. Mm-hmm. So it's the yellow stone, which is the Mind Stone from Vision.
All right, Rob, who got it right?
Correct answer is that Vision had the Mind Stone pulled from his mind. Mind Stone, Vision is the correct answer.
Nice job. Was that the second question or the third question?
That is the second question.
Okay.
So if I were to want to know what you guys were talking about, how would I go about figuring this out?
Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, I'll never see that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
All right, question
watch
3.
this real movie.
I know I don't. I don't watch movies.
Question number 3. Rob Murder's a 2018 hit.
This is not going to go well.
Name this song that appears on the 2018 Billboard Year-End Hot 100 list. I do not believe that it would end. No, everything came second to the benzo. You're not even speaking to my friends. No, you knew all my uncles and my aunts, though.
Locked in.
Locked in.
I knew you would be locked in first, David. I knew it.
I knew it too.
So good at music. He thinks tennis is his strength. I told him he's like a savant when it comes to music.
You should meet our friend Caleb. He is twice as good as I am.
That's not even possible. If you're like a 9, then
really
the best
good.
he could be is a 10.
No, not if you just ignore the 1 to 10 scale.
I don't have that in me. You know.
We compliment each other well. What he doesn't know, I know. What I don't know, he knows.
Nice.
So.
And just for posterity, I'll point out that I locked in quickly out of hopelessness, not knowledge.
I was really hoping you knew the song. I was ready for Rob to do it. I was so ready.
All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm locked in as well.
All right.
We'll
start with Stacey.
Okay. Well, modern music is not my strength by any means. And I did a year in review quiz last week for my pub quiz. And when I looked at all the top songs in 2018, I realized I didn't know a single one of them. So I'm going to pick one that I think was on the list by an artist I'm quite positive was on the list. So I'm going to go with Drake, and I think the song's called In My Feelings. And Cross Me Fingers.
All right, Lindsay.
I said 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. It's probably wrong, but it's what
All right.
I thought of.
Rob.
I went with Kendrick Lamar and Damn, which I realize in hindsight, I think that was a 2017 hit. So that's how far off I am.
And
Mine
David.
might have been too.
Super close on the rapping. So it's one of my least favorite rappers. Post Malone, Better Now.
Placing number 13 on the list. You probably think that I am better now.
I actually do know that song, so I lied.
I love punk rock covers of songs, and there's a band named Timeless that does an awesome cover of that.
Yes.
Better Now is the correct answer.
So, if Post Malone is so terrible, David, how is it that you knew the lyrics to his song?
Because how many songs do you not like that you know the lyrics to? Because you hear it all the freaking time.
Literally none. I don't listen to the radio. I only listen to songs I like.
I don't either, David. It's because of Orange Theory.
It's like magic.
Oh my God, they do play it Orange Theory.
A lot.
All right. Well, at the end of the second round, we have some separation. David, D stands for dominance because he has 60 points. He hasn't missed one yet. Stacey has 40.
Game.
Lindsay has 30. And Rob has 20.
Round number 3.
Biding my time.
Biding his time. Round number 3. Question number 1. Now they always say congratulations is your category. At the 90th Academy Awards, Allison Janney won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for portraying whose mother?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Also locked in. I think it's her.
I'm going to talk it out then. It's a female character. Beyond that, I am struggling a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Mary Poppins.
All right, Lindsay.
I said Tanya Harding from the film I, Tanya.
All right, Stacey.
I also said famous former fling of, Jaluli was her boyfriend? Tanya Harding.
Jeff Galooly, I think. Yeah.
Jeff Jaluli, something
It's
like
very
that.
close. And Mr. Livasy. Oh my God, still wrong after all these years.
I feel like there was a pause on the miss part too, like you're Livasy.
No, Mr.
I also said Tanya Harding from I, Tanya.
Your correct answer is Tanya Harding.
Well done.
All right, question 2.
Question number 2, categories big money.
No Emmys.
2018. No, don't.
No Emmys. Stop.
I missed that.
Oh, so good.
2018 saw one of the highest grossing years in the entertainment industry. Excuse me.
Easy for you to say.
What set the record for highest grossing weekend being a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, in entertainment history with an estimated $725 million grossed worldwide?
You want the actual, the weekend of the year?
No, the question is, what set the record?
So what movie?
What movie?
Not asking what movie. I'm asking what set the record for highest grossing weekend in in entertainment history with an estimated $725 million grossed worldwide.
Okay, but it is one thing.
It is one thing,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, I'm locked in, I think.
It's funny, current events trivia is a much different thing than general trivia. It is so different.
It is much different. I do 3 questions a week on my trivias for current events to keep people honest.
Oh, I would lose points on that round every week.
And you'd think I would have prepared in some way, but I didn't.
No, you expect your memory to just hold up.
Right. And let's be honest, I like missing questions on this because what happens when you miss a question, it really gets cemented in your brain. And I'm not going to lie, that's why I'm here. I'm picking up facts.
He's studying.
Do you want to sing that Post Malone song?
I was just about to say, he's going to listen to Post Malone now.
I was so waiting for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rob's going to have to listen to Post Malone to prepare for Jeopardy.
I'll go ahead and lock in. I'm between 2, and I think I'm going to go ahead and choose.
All right, Lindsay, you can talk it out.
Whew, this one's, I don't know. 725 million worldwide.
Opening weekend.
Gosh, I have no idea.
If it makes you feel better, I don't either.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm going to say the World Cup. I have no idea. I'm just going to throw that out there. That happened.
That's a thing.
It's a thing.
All right, David.
So I didn't go sports balls, and I'm a little nervous, but I was trying to figure out 2 things that stuck out in my head from 2018 that grossed a lot. Black Panther, but I think it grossed total 1.1 billion. So that seems kind of a lot for the first weekend. So, and then I think they also it drops different times at different parts of the world. So I feel like it's hard to kind of do that. So then I was also, a big thing that dropped was Red Dead Redemption 2. So I figured maybe there's a lot of nerds out there, and I know 50% of my office plays it. So I said the release of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, wow. I didn't even consider that. Rob Worman.
I never thought of anything other than a movie, which meant Black Panther.
And Stacey.
Oh, God. I toyed around with the idea of World Cup, but when he said opening weekend, it's just not how I don't think you would describe it. I went the video game Fortnite.
Hugely popular. My 6-year-old referenced Fortnite yesterday, and I turned to him and I said, "You go to your room." Who are you talking to that knows what Fortnite? He's trying to say his teachers referenced Fortnite.
No.
I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Nah, bro.
I don't think so, buddy. All right, Rob, what's the right answer?
The developers behind this decided to release it on a Friday to go after the record. The correct answer, it is Rockstar Games.
Wow.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wow. Nice.
Fortnite's free to play, isn't it? Like, well, I mean,
yes, it is.
As
I
Don't make her
Really
feel
make it.
bad,
No,
David. That's
No,
just
I just wanna
mean.
make
In general.
Oh, I don't feel bad.
Sorry.
To be clear.
Obviously, I don't mean it in any mean way.
Yeah, the phrasing of that was tricky. I should have listened real close.
Yeah, I specifically chose the word entertainment.
Yeah, and when y'all started asking about money movies, and he was like, and I was like, okay, I should probably keep away from a movie.
Yeah, I should have paid attention there.
Yeah, they don't have to sell as many units when they release at $70.
Yeah, but would you have thought of that video game? That's incredible.
There was a lot of headlines. I saw the headlines come out, and there was a lot of headlines about it. Question number 3, Game to Fame. In August of 2015, a suspense thriller video game came out called Until Dawn. One of the voice actors in that game went from playing a potential murderer to playing a musical royalty in a 2018 biopic. What was the name of this 2018 biopic? And for 2 extra points, name the actor.
Okay, I'm locked in.
So glad that I'm not a player in this game. So glad.
I'm locked in too.
I'm going to stare into space for 3 or 4 more minutes here.
Maybe the answer is among the stars.
All right, I'm also locked in.
All right, Rob, you can talk it out.
Biopic. 2018 biopic. I never played the game, so Accused Murderer only makes me think of O.J. Simpson, and I don't think that quite works here. So, 2018 biopic with a musical legend. And you want the name of the artist, not the name of the biopic. Sorry,
I want the
versa, right? You want the biopic.
For the 10 points, what was the name of the 2018 biopic?
Okay. I'm going to have to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
And then, was there not a bonus for the...
Bonus 2 points if you can name the actor I'm talking about.
And then the bonus would be Rami Malek.
All right. David.
So I have never heard of this game. But when he said royalty, it made me think of Queen, which made me think Bohemian Rhapsody, which made me also think Rami Malek.
Yep, I said the exact same thing. Bohemian Rhapsody and Rami Malek.
And defending champion Miss McPeek.
Exactly what David said. Royalty made me think Bohemian Rhapsody, and I said Rami Malek because that's how I've always thought his name was pronounced. So, oops.
Yep, from being a potential murderer back in 2015, Rami Malek has gone on to play many different parts, including Freddie Mercury himself in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, really great job, you guys. So good. At the end of the third round, everyone. David, are you planning on missing a question in this game?
Okay, I did not. No, actually, I didn't. I've been working so much.
I mean, we just had Andy's big game. If you manage to go perfect like this soon after, I'm going to be suitably impressed, and I'm not exaggerating. Very
get to a
suitably.
Sports ball question that I'm not going to know.
You already got the sports ball question, dude.
Which was tennis. Okay, that doesn't count.
Hey, it's balls. Okay. David has 90.
They're fuzzy and yellow.
Yep, fuzzy yellow balls. David has 90, Stacey has 60, Lindsey has 50, and Rob has 30. Going in round 4.
Point of order, didn't we all get the bonus too?
You did. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
How much was the bonus?
200. Let's make it worth 200.
200.
200. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Everyone got it.
True daily double.
So, with 200, no, I want David to go for the legitimate record. I can't do it. Nice. So David has 92. Rob has 32, Lindsey has 52, and Stacey has 62.
Your midpoint question is, we are the champions.
My friends.
The world of sports saw many champions crowned in 2018. For 4 points each, name each league's champion. I'm going to give you 5 different leagues. You're going to give me the champion. UEFA Champions League, NASCAR Monster Energy Cup, PGA FedEx Cup, Stanley Cup, and Women's NCAA Basketball.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love that this is really good.
Wow.
So about that sports ball question you were just talking about, David.
Thanks.
You ever hear a commentator talk about not missing a field goal and then they miss it?
I didn't talk about it. It was Jonathan. I didn't say anything.
He's a commentator.
What? Huh? What?
All right. Rob's locked in.
Stacey is locked in.
All right.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I should. Oh, my God.
All right, I am locked in.
Okay, so UEFA. The only real soccer player that I know is Cristiano Ronaldo. I know he got moved to Juventus. Before that, I think he was at Real Madrid. And I don't know exactly when the move happened, so I feel like it's safer to go with Real Madrid. So I'm going to say Real Madrid for UEFA. I cannot think of any really good NASCAR drivers right now, so that's struggling. PGA FedEx. I was following a little bit of golf for a bit, but I can't even tell you if that one's a female or a male tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and say Tiger Woods, even though that's probably wrong.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods, y'all. Come out swinging like Tiger Woods' wife. Then Stanley Cup. Okay, so it took me forever to think about Stanley Cup, but then I remember we were talking about it a lot at Geek Bowl last year, and because the next one is going to be in Las Vegas, and that's where the Knights are, and the Knights are playing. And they were playing the Capitals, and I'm fairly certain the Knights lost. So I'm going to say the Capitals.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, my God.
Thank you. I had to dig in there. I was really proud of myself. Anyways, and then women's NCAA, I'm fairly certain it was Notre Dame versus Mississippi State. So I'm going to say, I think Notre Dame won over them.
Hey,
so
go Lady Dogs.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Real Madrid. NASCAR, I'm going to say Ricky Bobby. PGA FedEx, I'm going to go ahead and say Tiger Woods. Stanley Cup, I'm going to say Washington Capitals. And the women's NCAA, I'm going to say Notre Dame.
All right. Lindsay.
All right, we actually have very similar answers. I also said Real Madrid for UEFA. I'm not sure on that one. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to soccer. NASCAR, I used to be a really big fan, but not so much recently. But I remember seeing these guys on Fallon, right before the final. And I think I watched the last race. I don't know. I put Martin Truex Jr. We're going to hope.
Okay.
PGA, I put Tiger Woods also because I could not think of anybody else. And I know he sort of made a comeback this year. Stanley Cup, I definitely put Washington Capitals. I'm a huge, huge hockey fan. Go Stars. And basketball was Notre Dame.
All right. Rob.
UEFA, the first of the many intimidating pieces of this, would obviously be Brazil. The country. Not a team, just the whole country. Like World Cup, because it must be just like World Cup. NASCAR was Smith, famous Smith racer. John, and I'm not going to do a first name just in case I'm wrong, but I'm going with Smith. PGA, Jordan Spieth.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Stanley Cup, I knew the Golden Knights were in the finals, and I knew it was controversial because they were brand new and they spent so much money on players, and I really knew they lost, but damn it, I couldn't think of who they lost to. And so I went with the Golden Knights.
OV.
NCAA women's basketball, I went with my hometown Golden Gophers of the University of Minnesota, knowing that they probably lost.
All right. And Stacey.
I was really hoping to be able to make up some ground on David on these ones, and then he lucks into some pretty freaking good freaking ones. So I know it's Real Madrid. That is 100% who won the Champions League. What? I couldn't name a NASCAR driver to save my life, so I went with Johnson. I know that
really
Tiger
good guess,
won.
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good guess. Jimmy Johnson is one of the best drivers of all time.
Well, sorry, that's the only one I could name was
Exactly.
No. So I know Tiger Woods won a major this year, and I figured maybe that's why he was asking it. So I said Tiger Woods. It is definitely the Washington Capitals. But then I looked into one because you asked me to name a university in the States, and I just was like, I don't know, Notre Dame.
Oh my God.
Basketball.
Nice.
Oh my God.
What?
Way to go, Stairs.
All right.
Bravo.
Rob, what are the correct answers?
UEFA Champions League. This is when all the different clubs like La Liga, Premier League, all send their champions into tournament play. The winner of the UEFA Champions League was Real Madrid. The NASCAR Monster Energy Cup was won by Joey Logano.
Oh, that's right.
Dang it.
That's right.
Oh, I had him.
The PGA FedEx Cup, which is like a year-end type of thing. It's not an actual major. It's like a year-end they added on to make people watch more. Tiger was in the running, but Justin Rose won the cup.
Oh, that makes... Yep, I've heard that name.
Stanley Cup, won by my wife's favorite team, the Washington Capitals. And the women's NCAA basketball tournament, number 1 seed, Notre Dame.
Yes. All right, great job. So how many points? David, you got 3 of those?
I got 3. 3 of them.
Okay, Stacey, you got 3?
I did.
Rob, you got 2?
No, I got exactly 0.
Oh, 0. And Lindsay, you got 1, 2, 2?
3.
3?
3.
I'm bad at math.
Yep. We're good.
All right, so let's do some mathematics here. David, you lost your perfect game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You still have the chance, though, to beat Andy's score if you sweep from here. Just saying.
No pressure.
No pressure, but I'm rooting for you.
Stacey, it's really your and Aaron's fault that I knew anything about that hockey game.
I know. I'm never telling you anything about hockey ever again.
You guys
Ovi
talk
was like
incessantly about it. Oh my God. When he started saying, I'm like, oh my God, you're right. So going out of the midpoint, David is 104, which is ridiculous. Holy moly. Stacey has a fantastic score of 74. Lindsay has 64, and Rob has 32. All right.
Let's go, Rob. We got you.
We got it, man. I bet you double your score in this half.
That's the plan, man.
I bet you do.
Yay.
All right, that is the end of the first half. Before we go on to the second half of today's game, I want to let you know that today's show is brought to you by Care Of. Care Of is a monthly subscription vitamin service. It delivers completely personalized vitamin and supplement packs right to your door. So what happens is you go to the website, takecareof.com, and you do an online quiz. And you know how we all love quizzes. I actually did enjoy the quiz. So it only took about 5 minutes, and it really asks about kind of your goals. It asks about what your diet is, different lifestyle choices. And it uses that information to recommend vitamins and supplements that could benefit you. You know, with the winter coming to an end here, it seems like now is a good time to really get on track with getting healthy. And using a vitamin service is a real world way to help you get the things that you need to kind of feel your best, you know, and to help you meet your goals this year. I know I was in a conversation just last week, and somebody was telling me, Jonathan, you really need to prioritize your health. And they're right. And Care Of is one of the things that can help me do that this year. It is both easy and convenient. They send you packs with daily vitamins and supplements. They come right to your door. And because they're easy and you don't have to worry about forgetting them, it can really do a lot to help you meet your health and wellness goals this year. Now, one other thing that I love about Care Of is that they are socially conscious. So a portion of every single sale goes towards the Good Plus Foundation. This foundation provides expectant mothers in need with valuable prenatal vitamins. I really do appreciate that. So let me tell you how you can sign up for 50% off of your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins. Go to takecareof.com and enter promo code TWA50. That's right, for 50% off of your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins, go to takecareof.com and enter promo code TWA50. All right, let's get on with the second half of today's game.
Round 4, question number 1, all the single ladies.
Oh, the single ladies. Except I'm not.
Yeah, why are you cheering?
I don't know.
Your husband's like, hey.
Hello.
Ariana Grande had a year of ups and downs. Who did she end her engagement with in 2018?
Locked in. Jinx.
Just read this.
Locked in. How did you guys write so fast? I could have locked in as fast as you if I could write that fast.
It was one of their pre-written answers. They just circled it.
Like, I want to go with this one.
All right, Stacey, you can talk.
Yeah, I know it's the guy who's on SNL. I don't watch SNL, but I've just read his name. Oh, crap.
Is that the traditional spelling of all crap?
Yeah. Oh, crap is his name, I believe. Yeah.
Crap.
The stupid thing is everything that comes, I'm like, Rex Tillerson. I'm like, no, not that
guy. Someone else in the news.
Sean Spicer. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm going to hear it and be really annoyed at myself. So I will go with Carson.
Thank you. Next.
All right. Rob.
I wrote down and circled Pete Davidson.
Oh, I knew it was a son.
Oh.
Yeah, you had the rhythm of the answer right. Rex Tillerson.
Rhythm is going to get you. David.
So she was engaged to Pete Davidson, but then Mac Miller died, and that sparked this whole situation. And then, she broke it off with Pete Davidson. And did y'all know that his dad was in 9/11, was in one of the towers during 9/11? He talks about it during SNL sometimes. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Well, it's sad. Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
I also said Pete Davidson.
So, David, before we get the right answer, what's the deal? Why would somebody else dying break up a couple? I don't understand.
I honestly, okay, so everyone said that when they got together it's because of BDE, which you might want to bleep this out, but BDE is big energy, and that's the only reason she was with him for the most part. But because she wasn't really over Mac Miller. Mac Miller died, and she got really, really sad about it, and then she decided that I don't really. Hey, Rob Cotter.
Who is Mac Miller? What is that's? Is this some rando? What is this?
No, he's like a rapper.
He was.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Then he passed away, and so I don't know if she was still into him, so in love with them. I assume she was for her to break it off with Pete. But I honestly, personally, always thought that it was kind of like some kind of publicity situation going on there than actual relationship. But I don't know.
It does seem like a weird match, but hey, funny people. Speaking of funny people, Rob Cotter.
Hey, the correct answer is Pete Davidson.
Nice job.
Can you say for sure that she was never engaged to Rex Tillerson?
Or some other Carson?
Have you ever seen Rex Tillerson and Pete Davidson in the same room? Because they might be the same person.
You haven't. I can guarantee you haven't.
I like that you went from Tillerson to Carson, who was a presidential candidate. So you stuck in your realm there of politics.
I knew it ended with a son. I just was like, I couldn't. Davidson was just not coming. No. Ugh.
All right.
Oh, boy.
David got that. Lindsay got that. Rob, did you get it? I cannot remember.
Yes, sir, I did.
Yes, you did.
You better mark it down.
I'm giving you your points. All right. Question 2.
For this half.
You haven't missed one yet this half.
Exactly.
Question number 2. Category is live from New York.
That's well done. That's well done.
The Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as the SEC, filed a suit in New York alleging securities frauds by what major technology CEO?
Oh, I think I can lock in. Oh, man.
Me too. Locked in.
It's been a rare occurrence.
I am also locking in.
Somebody call security.
All right, I'm going to lock in.
It's not like technology CEO for what I've written down. It was like, Mark Zuckerberg got into trouble, but I didn't think it was with the SEC. Okay, let's think this out. What other technology? There's that lady with Theranos. I don't remember what her name was. She was a little Silicon Valley darling, but I'm not going to be able to pull that name. I might regret this, but I don't like that either.
I love Stacey picking things out.
It is pretty great, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
Her thought process is ridiculously
She's
great.
a fun thinker.
Oh, I feel like no matter what I say, I'm going to sound like a dummy.
Welcome to my world.
It just feels that way. When I think of technology people, I'm like, okay, Zuckerberg, but I don't know why he would be in security issue. His issue was breach of actual security, not security training. And then I'm like, Bill Gates, but he's not really a CEO anymore. And that's whatever. I'll just put Mark Zuckerberg so that we can move along this recording.
All right. Lindsay.
I also said Mark Zuckerberg. We'll see.
And Rob.
I think it was a tweet It was a tweet where he said that his company might buy it back for $420 a share, but he was making it up. And if I'm right, that was Elon Musk.
And David.
I also went with Elon Musk.
You guys are
I went Elon Musk too. I'm so proud.
Your correct answer is dope smoker himself, Elon Musk.
I'm high-fiving you, Rob.
His mother was born in our hometown. In my hometown.
Oh, that's right. If you hadn't had a chance to listen to the autobiography on Audible or whatever, however you read things, it's actually really good.
Elon Musk's mother or Elon Musk?
Yeah, Elon Musk's mother.
Musk.
That's some...
No, she's in it, but it's about him. So.
Interesting. That's not nearly as interesting. She was a star. All right, question 3.
Question 3. Well, that's not boring.
I see what you did there.
getting the flow. Yeah. Okay. You go back and listen to this again. You'll see the flow. The Pulitzer Prize startled a lot of people this year with an award that's usually greeted as an afterthought. The Music Prize, which went to what artist for his album, Damn?
Locked in.
Ron Simmons.
Awesome.
Locked
in.
Oh, I guess that leaves me.
All right, Lindsay.
Oh, goodness. I'm pretty sure it's a rapper. Okay, I'm going to say Kendrick Lamar. Lock that in.
All right. Stacey.
It is Kendrick Lamar, as previously said by a contestant on this show.
Earlier.
Rob Worman.
Kendrick Lamar, of course. Why did I open my stupid mouth earlier?
And David Livasy.
Kendrick Lamar.
All right.
I would just like to point out.
Thanks, Rob.
Let's try it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'd like to point out that Rob Worman has not missed a question since the beginning of this round.
The whole round.
Oh my God.
Neither.
Mm-hmm.
For the record.
Don't call it a comeback.
That's right. Don't call it a comeback.
If he pulls this out, it would definitely be a comeback.
Well, we'll see.
He's been here for years.
Okay, so after the 4th round, 134 points for David, still on track for the highest score ever if he doesn't miss anything. Stacey and Lindsay are tied at 84, and Rob has a very respectable 62.
Round number 5, question number 1. What's in a word? Sharing a title with a Britney Spears song, what word has Oxford Dictionary chosen for its 2018 word of the year?
Locked in.
Yep, like it. I'm with it. Locked in. You had me at Brittany.
I saw you in this lineup. I'm like, oh, these are all wheelhouse questions. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Would you have known it without the Britney clue?
No, I don't. Well, no, I don't think so. I think that helps 100% for me. Sorry. Did you knew it without Brittany?
She studies the Oxford English Dictionary.
It makes sense. Like when
I asked this question at my trivia.
Nice.
Oh,
I missed it then.
Yeah, you were in on it.
I'll lock in with my wrong answer.
All right, Rob, I need you to get this right for 4 in a row.
Well, her song, of course, Oops, I Did It Again. This must be the word oops. There you go, locked in, oops. Sorry, everybody, you all missed it.
All right, Lindsay.
Oh, goodness. I don't know a whole lot of Britney songs. It's been a while. I know. I said Stronger. I don't know.
David.
Right.
With the taste of your lips, I'm on a rise. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. I put toxic.
Stacey with the dance moves.
My impression of the
I know, I got
music video.
like a little wolf.
And yes, it is toxic.
Nice.
Correct answer. Baby, can't you see? I'm falling. It's toxic. Question number 2, more harm than good. 2018 was not a good year for man versus nature. 2 major named hurricanes hit the United States this year. Name them both.
Locked in.
Locked in.
I think I'm locked in.
You think you're locked in?
Yeah, I mean, I am locked in. I'm not.
Like, what do I do with that?
I am
She's locked in with what she thinks.
I'm confident in one answer, and I have written down another answer.
All right. Who's not locked in?
David's not locked in, and I am struggling with my hurricane.
Oh, a whiff of hope is in the air.
He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Except for the other three who already locked in.
So I'm fairly certain Florence is one. The problem is my other one. I can't think of the other one. I'm going to go ahead and say Florence, and I don't think Isaac was made into a hurricane. I'll go ahead and say Isaac. Florence and Isaac.
All right. Stacey.
So Florence I was quite certain of, and then I thought Michael was the other one.
All right. Rob.
Oh, I looked in quickly, but now I'm not so sure. I think I might be thinking of 2 seasons ago with Harvey and Irma.
All right. And Lindsay.
I think I read this correctly earlier today, and I think you're right, Stacey. I put Florence and Michael as well.
All right, Rob.
The first one I'll talk about hit the Florida Panhandle. It was Hurricane Michael. And the other one made landfall right on Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, 10 miles from my house. That is Hurricane Florence.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Does anybody know, was it Harvey and Irma in 2017?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So,
They both,
Yeah.
they both.
and I think Maria as well.
Maria.
Yeah.
Because Harvey hit Houston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did anyone? Well, I guess. Lindsay, did you have an issue? I went to write Florence and Michael, and I was like, Florence and the nope,
And the
not the machine.
Yeah, not the machine.
The machine is not the name of the hurricane.
It's a good way for me to remember it, though.
There you go.
There you go.
Question number 3. Your category is And the Machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What tech company struck fear into our hearts by programming a robot to do a well-choreographed dance to Bruno Mars's Uptown Funk?
I'm locked in. Might not even be a real company.
I'm locked in.
I'll lock in.
All right, who's left?
Just me. Striking fear is just. I mean, I will eventually call Uncle, but it just feels like there has to be something so obvious. Tech company. Fear. I'm not getting it. I'll just say Samsung, since I can see my phone from here.
All right, Lindsay.
I kind of went the same direction. I said Sony. I don't know.
All right, Rob.
It popped in my head, Boston Dynamics. I don't know. Could be 2 random words that I stuck together. Let's hear it.
And David.
I quite like Rob's 2 random words. Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh crap, I've heard of that.
Your correct answer. YouTube it. It's creepy. Boston Dynamic.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
My joke answer was Skynet.
Yeah, I almost
Yes.
went with Skynet. Then I
Yes.
thought, wait a minute.
I love the advancement of technology, but let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
I, for one, am happy to meet our overlords.
Our new
overlords.
robotic overlord.
Yeah, you're going to have it recorded here. Just remember.
Are you referencing what what's his name wrote on Jeopardy when he played Watson?
Yeah. Well, it's a
But he was
Simpsons
referencing
joke.
Simpsons.
Yeah, it's a Treehouse of Horror joke.
Mm-hmm.
I, for one, welcome our
I
new
don't watch
alien
The
overlords.
Kent Brockman.
Okay. I know it literally from that episode of Jeopardy.
Nice.
We should all stop talking because it's probably the next question.
Oh, good point. Well,
I don't have to stop. Except for giving you a score update, and that would be David. Oh, David. You missed one.
Of course I did.
Oh, man.
You asked for 2 hurricanes. You asked for 1 hurricane.
Look,
I got it.
dude, I was
2.
counting on you to beat Andy. David has 154, Stacey has 104, Lindsay has 94, and Rob has 72.
Round number 6, question number 1. Your category is dirty water. Why was the world transfixed on 13 wild boars over the summer?
Did they get pictures of my family reunion?
Oh no.
No. Nobody in my family listens to this. They all tell me they want to be on it, but nobody listens to it. It's like, yeah, no, not happening.
Oh.
Mom.
Gonna lock in.
I am also locked in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm also locked in.
All right, Rob, you can talk.
13 wild boars. Is that like just a playful reference to the Razorbacks? Did the Arkansas Razorbacks have an exciting football moment that I'm not aware of? I think they're the Arkansas Razorbacks. Or was there some zoo event? I would usually follow news about some event at a zoo. I think I would notice that headline about 13 wild boars attacking a child or being attacked by children. So I'm going to say that there was a huge game involving the Arizona Razorbacks. I'm not even going to say the sport. They were transfixed watching the Arkansas Razorbacks play some form of sport ball. There you go, locked in. Sorry, you guys all missed it.
Rob, are you in like a crowded cafeteria or something?
He's at Whole Foods.
Are you really at Whole Foods?
Yeah, look at the sign in the upper left corner.
It's a long story.
I don't see the sign in the upper left corner.
There's the TV right behind me. There's
a Whole Foods.
Oh my
Wind energy.
Oh.
I had a work event tonight, and then my wife texted to say our internet's working or not working, and so I'm like, oh, that I can't go home if that's not going to work. So, what's the nearest place that's open until 10 p.m.?
We've had people record from their cars. We've had people record from both a McDonald's and a Starbucks in the same episode. We've never had somebody record from a Whole Foods. You're setting a trend.
It took some research to find something that's open this late on a winter night in Minnesota.
Right. I got lost. Who hasn't answered yet? Nobody else has answered. Lindsay, your turn.
Okay, so I believe the 13 Wild Boars is a reference to the soccer team that got trapped in the caves in Thailand for a couple of weeks. So I said Thai Cave Rescue was my official circled answer.
Brilliant.
Okay. David?
So I didn't know off the top of my head at the beginning, and then I thought of Dirty Water, which made me think of the cave that they were in. I remember there being a lot of water, so I said the Thai Cave Rescue.
And Stacey?
I similarly was like, what the hell is he talking about? There was no wild boars. And then I remembered that definitely that's what the name of the team was the wild boars. So they were stuck in a cave in Thailand.
Wow. When he said Dirty Water, I thought for sure this was a Flint, Michigan question.
Yep.
But no, you good. Good job. All right, Rob.
Correct answer. Those 13 wild boars were a member of our soccer team. This was about the Thailand cave flood.
Nice.
Well done.
Very nice. I was halfway there.
Yep.
Sure were.
You're a sports ball.
Arkansas is.
And kids, you were there.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 2. Saving the best. ...
Oh, that's going to be last. I'm so excited.
Saving all my love.
So we're doing our end of the year trivia, and I get a lot of inspiration from this next question. What person who is amazing with the comedic heckler comebacks is the host of the Big Fat Quiz series in the UK?
I got nothing.
If you are a trivia fan and love good comedy, look up this series, Big Fat Quiz of Everything.
Way to go. I'm going to go ahead and lock in with an assuredly wrong answer.
Oh, so this is the best question for us to make some ground up.
Yes, you need to know this.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, I just need to put on a long glove and reach around and pull it.
Stick it straight up your candy ass.
I have my answer written down.
Okay, it's down to Lindsay and Rob.
I'll lock in.
All right, Rob. Tell the people in Whole Foods what you think.
The phrasing of the question makes me think it might be a comedian because he kind of avoided the male pronoun, it felt like. So I'm trying to think of a British female comedian, and I'm having problems with that. So then I fall back to British comedians, and I think of Ricky Gervais. He doesn't do that kind of thing, though. So then what are some other British comedians I can think of? And maybe I'm on the wrong track with British comedians entirely. Who else would host a British show besides a British comedian? I'm going to go ahead and go with Stephen Merchant. Locked in.
All right, Lindsay.
Okay, I think it's a woman, and I can picture her in my brain, and I think her first name is Hannah, but I cannot think of her last name. I think it starts with a G. No.
Montana.
Yes. Party in the USA. Okay. I think her last I put Hannah Goldsby. I might be completely off, and I might be making this person up, but that's what I put.
All right. There we go. David.
So I know nothing about any of this. So what I put was Addie piggybacking on Mark Labbit.
He would love that. He would truly love that. He'd be like Yoda on Luke in Dagobah.
Well, the guy is so tall. I don't know how tall Addie is, but I could feasibly see him piggybacking on the Chaser. Or the Beast. I feel like anybody could piggyback on the Beast, even you, Jonathan.
No, I'm pretty sure that we're about equal size. Oh. Yeah.
That'd be a great fight.
Oh, no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
I'd pay to watch.
Nope. It would not be a good fight. It would be me begging for mercy. Stacey.
Okay. I just picked someone who, actually, now that I think about it, isn't even fat anymore. So I went with Ricky Gervais because he's British. I'm pulling for Lindsay, though. I hope that you pulled that answer out.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right. Your correct answer is Jimmy Carr.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So is that a trench coat of Addie and the Chaser?
No, very thin, has a weirdly weird laugh, like ha 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 ha.
Could you do that again?
Ha 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 ha. Go, when you're done, your homework for tonight is go look up the Big Fat Quiz on YouTube tonight. If you think Americans are crazy about trivia, UK.
Oh no, the UK. I want so badly to become popular in the UK because that's where we have so many listeners who haven't discovered us there. Oh,
Countdown game show over there. Oh, I want to be on that.
Blockbuster. Right. I remember Blockbuster.
Yes, they got the game show. They know game shows over there. Question number 3 is ... for last.
Yeah.
It was researched this year in unusual detail that what mammal is the only one on Earth that produces cubes of poop?
Come on,
I'm locked in.
Poop cubes.
First question I thought was easy.
Yep.
Yep.
Lindsay, it's to you.
I know I've heard this.
What do you know about poop cubes?
Not a whole lot. Oh goodness. Like I said, I know I heard this at some point. I'm just gonna guess. You said it was a mammal? Okay, what I just wrote down is not a mammal. Never. I'm gonna scratch that out. Gosh. I'm just gonna say rabbit because I cannot think of anything else. And I'm gonna kick myself.
Oh, don't do that. Rob Worman.
I wrote down the word wombat with high confidence.
Ooh, Stacey.
When he first started reading the question, I was like, oh, I bet you this is going to ask about, because I swear like 2 or 3 of the Nobel Peace Prizes were awarded for, maybe it was this year or last year, it was for like studying fruit flies. And then he got to mammal and I was like, no. And then I wrote down Dan Sweat's favorite band, the Wombats.
David.
I also went with Dan Sweat's favorite band, the Wombats.
Correct answer is the Wombats.
Very nice, guys.
At the end of the 6th round, we got some good scores. 174 for David, who doesn't think he's good at trivia. Yeah, David, whatevs.
He's cute.
Yeah, for real. 124 for Stacey, 104 for Lindsay, and 82 for Rob. Rob, you can catch David if you bet it all, and he bets more than 10, and you get it right, and he doesn't. So just saying, there's a chance.
Yeah, saying there's a chance.
So, Rob, what's the category going to be for the gauntlet?
Your gauntlet category is in memoriam. These questions are about people that we lost in 2018 that left this world better than the way they found it.
All right. You guys each need to write down a wager. Don't tell us what it is, and just circle it on your page.
My wager's locked in.
My wager is locked in.
Y'all, I'm so excited. I have meatloaf on this bed over here.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I've been
my
thinking
wager's
about
also
food for the last 10 minutes. You're locked
my
in,
wager's,
Stacey?
Yeah, my wager's locked in.
Is that everybody? All right, Rob. Hit him with a gauntlet.
All right. Question number 1. Aretha Franklin. Aretha won her first Grammys, Best Rhythm and Blues Recording, and Best Female R&B Vocal Performance in 1968 with which of her songs?
I'm locked in if I'm supposed to say that. I don't remember.
Oh, I am too. Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Also locked in.
All right. Question 2. This is going to be neat because I'm not going to have any idea what your answers are until we go back through. I like it.
Question 2. Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was an American celebrity chef, author, travel documentarian, and TV personality who starred in programs focusing on the exploration of international culture, cuisine, and the human condition. What was the title of the book that catapulted him to international fame?
Locked in.
Also locked in.
Locked in.
Sure.
All right. Question 3.
Question number 3 is George H.W. Bush. The 41st president was born on June 12th, 1924. He celebrated many birthdays skydiving. He shares his birthday with the likes of model Adriana Lima, NBA professional Drew Holiday, and a particular Trivial Warfare guest host. Oddly enough, Bush was born exactly 5 years before what famous World War II writer?
Everybody's frantically doing math in their head.
Locked in.
Oh, I've got a guess. Yeah, I've got a good guess. I think I know it.
I'm locked in.
Am I allowed to change my second answer as I sit and ponder?
No, I'm afraid you're not.
That's fine. That's why I asked.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. After this terrible loss, I think I'll have time to go buy a pint of ice cream at Whole Foods before they kick me out.
Nice. I think you've become an honorary staff member.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm going to lock in.
We got 2
I
people.
think I'm as locked in as I will be.
All right, one person. David, are you locked in?
Yep, I am.
All right, that is the gauntlet. Rob, let's run back through. This time when you ask the question, you don't have to ask the whole thing. You can just summarize it, and they will give their answers, but you don't reveal what's right or wrong.
All right. Question number 1. Aretha Franklin won her first Grammys in 1968 with which of her songs?
David.
So I was between A Natural Woman and I Say a Little Prayer, and I didn't know. I know those are both 1968-ish, so I went with A Natural Woman.
Stacey.
I went with Respect.
Lindsey.
I also said Respect.
And Rob.
RESPCT.
All right. Question 2.
Question 2. What was the title of the book that catapulted Anthony Bourdain to international fame?
Lindsey.
I said No Reservations.
Rob.
I also wrote down No Reservations, although I wanted to change it to Kitchen Confidential, but No Reservations is my answer.
Stacey.
I did not know this. I like both of those options, but I wrote down Destination Unknown.
And David.
I said No Reservations.
All right. And question 3.
George H.W. Bush was born exactly 5 years before what famous World War II writer?
Stacey.
Oof, this one was rough. I couldn't even come up with someone who I felt confident was a World War II writer. So I just picked Salinger to end the misery.
Oh, Rob.
I don't think it was World War II, but what other wartime writer could I come up with but Heller, Joseph Heller?
All right. David?
I went with Dr. Seuss.
And Lindsey?
So literature is not my thing, and I try to rack my brain and kind of think of who did like Band of Brothers and those kinds of books, and so I came up with the name Burns, last name Burns. I don't know. It's a wild guess.
I'm going to tell you what answer I came up with for the last one. I would have said Anne Frank.
Huh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is so
1924, 1929, 7 years or however many years old. That's what I came up with.
1920. That's.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother
right.
to do the math. I should have.
I did the math, but it didn't click. Oh, that is so right. God.
Rob Cotter, run us back through.
Question number 1. Your answer is RESPECT. Respect.
Nice job.
About that.
Question number 2. Your answer is Kitchen Confidential, The Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No reservations. That book came out later.
Yeah.
And number 3.
And number 3, born June 12th, 1929, and on her 13th birthday, she received a diary. Answer is Anne Frank.
I should have done the math.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well,
It was such a clever question, Rob.
It was a beautifully written.
Kudos for that question.
I saved that one, and it just I actually screwed with that one around my birthday trivia this past year. Because when I was 8, I got that piece of paper they used to do at Hallmark. It's like, you share the birthday with all these people. I'm like, oh, I share my birthday with the president and Anne Frank. That's cool. So I've known that trivia about me ever since.
Wow.
I should
And
know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain even I've on those things which was earlier, George Bush or Anne Frank. I swear that's even been one. So
Yeah.
And the thing on Facebook's going around too.
Yes,
saying,
Yes.
right
Frank
now.
is the same age as
MLK. I
MLK
think.
And
Betty
Barbara
White.
Walters.
Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to come down to wagers. We're going to go from bottom to top. Rob, nobody got it right, so it's all coming down here. Rob, you bet 81 points. My man, you
That's
finished with
right.
1 point.
One
at the
measly
end
point.
here. Uno point. Okay. Lindsay, you're next. You had 104. What did you wager?
I bet 0 because winners bet 0. As I learned from this show. So we'll see.
And so Lindsay finishes with 104. Stacy, you had 121. What did you wager?
I debated going 0 as well, but then I got greedy and I went 51.
51 points. You finish with 73 points. All right, David, you had a commanding lead. You had 174 points. You did not get the gauntlet right. What did you wager?
173 points.
Oh, my
That
gosh.
is the sweetest thing anyone has ever done for me. You're such a good guy.
Oh, my goodness. Our champion of the Year in Review 2018 show is Lindsey Henry.
Bravo.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it.
104 to 73 to 1 to 1. How about them apples?
Wow.
I guess sometimes champions do, in fact, bet 0. Oh,
that's
my
fantastic.
goodness.
Fantastic.
Wow, what a great game. Hey, kudos to Rob Cotter. You wrote a really, really good game, Rob. Great job.
Thank you so much.
This was your best hosting job on the show yet, my friend. You did a wonderful job.
I love being able to write these type of creative questions. I enjoy the writing and the hosting aspect more than I enjoy actually playing. This is just how I am. And probably the best things about hosting, I can't lose.
You're right about that. All right. Well, guys, that is going to wrap us up. So for Rob and Lindsay and Stacy and David, I'm Jonathan, and this has been a bonus episode of Trivial Warfare, where it's not just trivia, it's war. Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to Trivial Warfare. To learn more about the show and become a warhead yourself, visit trivialwarfare.com. You can subscribe to the show on iTunes or in any other good podcast app. And find us on Facebook or Twitter by searching Trivial Warfare. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. If you need help with your podcast, find it at propodcastingservices.com.
Should we break out in a song when Jonathan gets back?
Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it.
David, you're the high pitched. You can do it.
The bloopers for this game are going to be awesome.
lower.
My cat is not impressed with our singing. Just looking at me with dead glares, like, what are you doing?
So Stacey and Stacey and Lindsey both know that I'm a giant Disney fan, and I'm super excited. I love most Disney movies, but I'm not super thrilled for these real life action ones. But I'm really excited to see The Lion King because I want to see how they put Timon and drag. So you can do that. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, really? Because I heard your favorite one was the new Aladdin because you thought Will Smith was excellently cast.
That is so terrible. I'm so mad about it.
After Robin Williams passed away, they should have just given up. It's like, listen.
Well, there are so many other Disney movies that are worth making real life movies for, like Atlantis. You see all those characters. Yeah. There's so many characters who look like actual actors. Like, come on.
Oh, no, the one they should do, Black Cauldron.
Oh, yeah. I'd so be down for that.
That'd be great as a real fantasy movie. Ooh.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, I close your ears if you don't want spoilers. I want to know if he won or not.
I can tell you, he had an ignominious finish. He did not win. He came in third.
Oh, no.
I was actually wrong. I shouldn't have said it was an easy final that everybody got. He missed it.
What was the final?
Well, I can read it to you. 20th century literature.
I would have bet 0.
Yeah.
The writing of this novel, the author's first with no Canadian setting, appropriately began in 1984.
Oh. Atwood?
Yep.
Oh.
And he was actually in the lead. But it was so tight, he had to bet huge.
Yeah.
And because he had 16,000 and second place had 14,008, so he had to bet big and he missed it. She got it right, and there you go.
It's such a clever question too. If you think about Canadian writers, 20th century Atwood, especially dystopian, should come to mind.
Exactly.
But it was written. That's a really well written clue, so it's not obvious.
Yeah, it would have taken me 15 of those 30 seconds to come up with it. I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
But Canadian writers, there's only two of them, Kerouac and Atwood.
There's more.
We'll disown Kerouac.
On Jeopardy, there's two.
No, Kerouac is yours. You take him, and you keep you keep Bieber while you're at it.
I'll take Bieber over that misogynist piglet.
Baby, ooh.
That's all coming from David's mouth.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
I'm sorry.
What is that?
We talked about not clicking pens and David's making noise. I'm sorry.
I think I was doing the same thing earlier.
Nobody was moving, and we're all like, what the f*** is that? Because your hand was covering your mouth.
All right, Rob, take it away. Have you guys ever listened to the plays at 1.5 speed? Try it sometime. It is some funky stuff. I've been sitting on that. I tried it at 1.5. I'm like, ooh, I like it. You know, now that you've done that, I'm completely going to 1.5 it in the recording so that everybody can hear it just like that.